What's up guys, Greg Sewers, owner of MAP Training, coming back to you with just a few tips on supplementation. I get a lot of questions about what's right for you, what might work, what's gonna get you to your goals. So I actually just got my shipment of supplements and I thought I'd walk you through them. Now first, I follow First Form, I use First Form religiously because of the manufacturing. You know, a lot of the products that come out of different companies actually originate from the same sources, specifically protein. And when it comes from the same source, the only thing that differentiates it from each other is how it's processed. So what you want to do is treat your supplement like a whole food. Now, to get it to a powder, a protein to a powder, it starts as a gelatinous substance, like real jelly-like substance that gets skimmed off the top of milk and cheese product. So the idea would be, if you cook it at 1,000 degrees for a couple of minutes, you can get to powder really quickly. But think about it like a chicken breast. If you put a chicken breast on the grill at 1,000 degrees for a couple minutes, it gets destroyed. They call it denatured. It destroys the protein. It makes it very difficult for your body to recognize it and digest it. So what First Form does is they use low temperature processing. Now, that would be just like cooking a chicken breast in the oven at 425 for 30 minutes, you know, and dragging out that process, which basically preserves the nature of the protein so that your body can utilize everything that it's supposed to. So that is why I follow First Form. Obviously, I can follow through with all of their products. Protein's a little bit easier to recognize and describe. So first, I have Adrenal Restore. Now, what Adrenal Restore is a supplement to help your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands typically completely overworked. Think stressful home life, stressful work. For me, paintball competition, even working out, anything of that order is going to overproduce stress hormones, which are adrenaline and cortisol. Both of these hormones are going to make it really difficult to get to your goals because they completely counteract the idea of building muscle. So Adrenal Restore just helps balance out that disproportionate secretion of the stress hormones versus hormones that are going to be a little bit more anabolic, meaning muscle building. Next, Full Mega. So my Full Mega is, I get sick of eating fish, but fish is a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. Now what those do in the body is, one, they help you utilize fat a little bit more efficiently as energy, so it's a little bit easier to burn fat throughout the day. And two, they help inflammation. And as far as I'm concerned as a paintball player, inflammation is a guarantee because when you get shot, it swells up. When you dive into the ground, it swells up. Or if you work out a lot, you start to swell up. So it really helps with the inflammation factor, and I really get sick of eating tilapia every day. So Full Mega is my go-to. Next, M Factor. This is the multivitamin. This is Hero. This is for men. They also have a women's version. Now, when you pick a multivitamin out, you always want to find one that's gender specific because as a male and a female, we need different levels of multivitamins and different hormone balancers to help us, you know, function the best that we can. So everyone and anyone, no matter whether you work out, whether you don't, no matter what you do for a job, should be taking a multivitamin because even if I write your diet, there's going to be gaps in the diet. It's very, very difficult to get in enough variety and enough food content every day to make sure that you get all the micronutrients, which are your vitamins and minerals, that you need to function at your best. So everybody should be taking a multivitamin. Next, Alpha-Cre. Now, Alpha-Cre is a pre-workout, so this is something that you could take by option. It's not really necessary for general health. This is my attempt at getting away from caffeine, which again is also why I'm using the Adrenal Restore, because I'm trying to pull away. I was a big caffeine addict for a long time. I'm trying to break it down. And I know there's a lot of coffee drinkers out there just like me, you know, much love, coffee. So Alpha-Cre is basically a pre-workout with no stimulants, so no caffeine, nothing that's gonna raise your heart rate. It is mainly beta-alanine and creatine. So what beta-alanine does is it buffers lactic acid. Lactic acid is the byproduct of energy metabolism. Long story short, when your muscles start to burn, that's lactic acid. This helps reduce that. Now creatine helps turn over energy production. We can get all sciencey about it, but basically a little bit of creatine will help you lift more, and you don't have to believe all the myths. There is some water retention, but it's not gonna make you puff up like a balloon. Creatine can be beneficial, and your body naturally makes it, just not in high enough amounts to be sport specific or beneficial for your workouts. So, Alpha-Cre. Next, I have my level 1 protein. Now, I haven't tried this flavor yet. I'm excited to try it, the strawberry milkshake. Level 1 protein is a whey concentrate. And what that means is it's not as pure as a whey isolate. Essentially, it has more fat, more carbs in each scoop. So what that does is it slows the absorption and the assimilation of the protein. So basically, having a scoop of this is going to mimic eating a whole food. So this is great right before bed if you need a snack to hold you off through the night, in between meals if you're not carrying your snacks with you, or if you're generally not hungry but you know you should be eating, level 1's your answer. Next, I'll pull these out at the same time. I have my post-workout stack, which is my whey protein isolate and, fancy terms, my dexanhydrous glucose. Now, what these are a combination for your post-workout. Now, post-workout is similar to the multivitamin. Everybody should be using a stack for post-workout. When your body's in that post-workout state, they call it the metabolic window. It's that 30, 45 minutes post-workout where you need to fuel your body, and there's negative effects if you don't. So fueling your body as fast as possible involves supplements because whole foods take time. It takes time for your body to digest it, to assimilate, to absorb, to distribute. It takes a long time. What these do, it skips a lot of that process. So this protein is very pure whey isolate, where it does not take your body very long to get to the muscles and deliver it, which means faster repair, less soreness, and overall better results. Now what this ignition here will do, the dexanhydrous glucose, is it's the purest form of essentially a sugar that we can get. So there's no breakdown involved. It's not like eating gummy bears. It's not like eating Pop-Tarts like you hear on the internet. What it is it's a monosaccharide, which is what your body actually uses to produce glucose, and glucose is energy. Now, do not let carbs go on believing that they are the enemy. What carbs do is they refuel your glycogen stores. Now, glycogen stores are just glucose stored in your muscles and in your liver. When those get depleted in a workout, your body's first opportunity or first job is to refill those. So if you don't take a carb and you only take a protein, you're going to take your really expensive protein, go through a very long process, and make it into glucose. You are much better off buying or using a glucose supplement than you are just taking protein. And in combination, better repair, faster repair, less soreness, and obviously with that, more results. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. This is just my personal stack. I'm happy to walk you through yours or to recommend some supplements for you. And I hope you guys get into them. Until then, good luck, guys. Stay on it.